Hi, my name is Will. At the age of 6, I was diagnosed with ADD, which is attention deficit disorder, which means that my brain doesn't produce the chemicals that I need to focus. So, yeah, you're probably wondering, if I have ADD, then how does it sort of affect me? It's mainly a focus issue. It has some, side effects. For example, when I'm talking to people, I can't say what I really want to say without using more words than needed. So I'll ramble on for a lot. I think RX Video is going to help me with my issues with clarity, not being able to say what I want to say. So maybe being on the air and learning how to say what's on my mind in a clear way will help me improve on that.
I'm Will, here at RX Radio, interviewing my sister, Kyla, who is a high school teacher with ADD. How did you feel when you found out I also had ADD?
It sort of highlighted the similarities that I had seen between how I was at that age and how you are. Although I only got diagnosed a lot later, it was almost a relief to know that you could actually get the help that you needed and get, the medication if you needed, and be able to actually just recognize, why you were feeling and acting the way that you did. And yeah, because I didn't have that, and I ended up getting a lot of labels at school because of not having that. I ended up being called lazy. Yeah.
Do you have any advice for students with ADD?
The best thing is to actually get a diagnosis if you have it, to also just get to know yourself a bit better, get to know what things make you feel better, because it's different in every person. So the way that I react is different from the way you react, is different from other people's reactions. And especially in terms of side effects, some people choose not to be medicated. Some people feel like they're not themselves on the medication, which then isn't worth it. But for me, I feel like I'm more myself. You also have to be a little bit gentle with yourself, not be too harsh on yourself, but also not make excuses.
So, aside from the medication, which is called Concerta, how I got that medication was I saw a psychologist and she just ran a few quick tests and she found out that I had ADD. Well, what Concerta does, it's a stimulant, so it makes your brain produce the chemicals that are required to focus. The side effects of Concerta are, when Concerta wears off, you feel very tired, and usually that means that I am knocked out by 9 o'clock. If you take it, sometimes you lose your appetite when you take it. Usually that indicates that it works. The first time I took Concerta, I forgot that I had lunch in my bag and I got up until 5 o'clock and I had only had breakfast. Another side effect is headaches. I don't experience headaches, but some of my friends who have ADD, they do experience headaches when they're on the medication, but usually Panado helps to just ease that.
When I was first put on Concerta, what differences did you notice about my behaviour?
I think I noticed you were a lot more relaxed. You seemed a lot more sure of yourself, a little bit more comfortable within yourself, and yeah, you were a little bit more together in your interactions with people, especially, yeah.
How do you feel about me joining RX Radio and sharing my story?
I think it's a really cool idea. I think it's a really cool thing that you're brave enough to do that, that you can share your story, and it just could allow other people to relate, get to see a different perspective rather than just the sort of textbook perspective that you see from, medical professionals and stuff. They can see it from somebody who actually experiences it every day.
Some advice I'd give to people who have ADD is don't feel ashamed of it, because usually if you feel ashamed that you have ADD, then you sort of get anxious about trying to focus and fit in and do everything correctly. But usually if you just take the medication and forget about it, then everything will be fine. I'd like to teach people that ADD isn't really much of a setback. It's just something that's with me. It's not something that will stop me from moving forward.